Welcome, Top News Today. Please subscribe and support this channel.
Prince George and Princess Charlotte have melted the hearts of royal fans in Harry and Meghan's newly released wedding portraits. George, 4, put on a show-stopping grin for the camera, as he posed with the wedding party in the green drawing room at Windsor, after Saturday's nuptials at Windsor Castle, while Charlotte competed for the limelight with a cheeky smile of her own. Just hours earlier, a bashful George had hidden behind his father Prince William's legs, as the royals waved to fans on the steps outside St. George's Chapel. The adorable duo are joined by the newlywed Duke and Duchess of Sussex, along with their parents, grandparents, and fellow bridesmaids and page boys in the images shared by Kensington Palace. And just moments after the photos began circulating on social media, fans took to Twitter to express their delight, with one saying, wait, Prince George is smiling." Earlier on Saturday, the little princess captured the hearts of the nation as she waved enthusiastically at crowds outside the royal wedding and cheekily stuck out her tongue as she pulled up to the church. The 3-year-old beamed as she gave a confident wave to adoring fans outside St. George's Chapel in Windsor. But her 4-year-old brother George was less keen to address the public, hiding behind his father William's legs on the steps in front of the church. Both Prince William's children were part of the wedding party, with Charlotte a bridesmaid and George a page boy, and the young princess drew attention as she waved enthusiastically as the carriage with Harry and Meghan pulled away. The Duchess of Cambridge had moments earlier bent down to her daughter and said, "Look at the carriage," according to Lift reader Tina Lannan. The 6 little bridesmaids were dressed in pretty frocks and had flowers adorning their hair as they giggled and walked behind Meghan. Claire Waite-Keller, who designed the bridal gown, also designed the bridesmaids' dresses in the Givenchy Haute Couture atelier in Paris. They were made of ivory silk rajamir, and were high-waisted with short puff sleeves, hand-finished with a double silk ribbon detail tied at the back and a bow. The bridesmaids' dresses included pockets and pleated skirt, and each little girl also wore a flower crown chosen by Harry and Meghan, which replicated the flowers used in the bridal bouquet. They wore white leather Aquazzura shoes, each monogrammed with the bridesmaids' initials, and the wedding date. Kensington Palace said they were a gift from Meghan as a keepsake of the special day. Charlotte stood smiling as she listened to "This Little Light of Mine" after Meghan and Harry left the chapel. Kate helped escort the 10 children into Windsor Castle, as the children were seen excitedly waving and peering out of the vintage Rolls-Royce they arrived in. The excitement of the royal wedding became too much for one bridesmaid, who started crying moments before Meghan entered the chapel. The occasion seemed to overwhelm one of the little girls, believed to be the youngest, Zali Warren. The 2-year-old had to be picked up and comforted by Prince George and Princess Charlotte's nanny before she made her way into the church. She is one of Prince Harry's goddaughters and the daughter of his close friend, Jake Warren, and his wife Zoe. Harry's other goddaughter, 3-year-old Florence Van Cutsem, was also a bridesmaid, as well as Ms. Markle's goddaughters, sisters Remy and Rylan Litt, aged 6 and 7 respectively, and 4-year-old Ivy Maroney, the daughter of Meghan's close friend Jessica Maroney, were bridesmaids. The other page boys were Harry's 6-year-old godson Jasper Dyer, the son of Harry's mentor Mark Dyer, and Mrs. Maroney's 7-year-old twin sons Brian and John Maroney. The 4 page boys had their initials embroidered in gold on their shoulder straps, as their memento, and wore a miniature version of the Blues and Royals frock coat that Harry and the Duke of Cambridge wore. Made from blue doeskin, they were single-breasted with a stand-up collar and figured braiding of regimental pattern. Their trousers were made of blue-black wool barathea with 3/4 scarlet stripes fastened with a leather strap. The uniforms were cut and made by the tailors Dejan Skinner and Savile Row. Guests turned to smile at each other after Meghan and the children made their way past each pew, perhaps approving of the sumptuous bridal gown and ethereal veil or admiring the children carrying out their duties with aplomb. The nation's hearts melted as Charlotte turned to wave at crowds outside the Lindo wing at St. Mary's Hospital in Paddington last month. Twitter users commented on her confident air, compared with her older brother's more reserved nature.
Please subscribe channel. Thank you for watching.